Well, hello, this is your host Eric. We're back in the Gimle tournament. If you look on your screen right now to the right, lower right, you can see a picture of the 1 kilometer wonder. I'm not going to spawn it into designer mode because it takes like 10 minutes to load in. Anyways, we are going to take a closer look at the Astraea, which will be the combatant. For this. The Astraea does contain more blocks. Why is the 1 kilometer wonder so long? Why does it take so long to spawn in? I don't understand. It's not that many blocks. Yeah, well, obviously other factors than block amount decides how long something takes to spawn in, but whatever. The reason we don't need to look too much at the 1 kilometer wonder because there is nothing to look at that we can't look into the battle mode. But the 1 kilometer wonder, which is this beautiful spread out thing of a wooden network with missile launchers in between, will face the beautiful Astraea by Drip was taken. Astraea. Yes. Astraea. Anyways, Drip has this 2.2 million ship, 84,000 blocks, which is a lot, but 100k is the max limit. Total firepower 2,440. That's a lot of firepower. That's like 2 times the firepower of most combatants. It's like 2 times the firepower of the Gimle Mark III, right? Isn't it? Anyways, it has mostly cram, which is going to be very hard to hit. Some good laser, which is going to be vital, APS and some missiles. We have a mixed bag to say the least. It is like the Gimle class a one-sider. We have an external shell of metal tetras and wooden tetras. Basically joke armor to kind of fend off early explosions. Then we have tetra, what is it called? I mean, beam slopes that are stacked with a full block of heavy armor. This is heavy ass armor. Then we have like the most anti-kinetic type of block and a lot of alloy behind that. That's this like super armored from the side here. And inside of here we do have some stuff, and on the other side we basically have joke armor, basically like the Gimle does. Whoops, sorry. Anyways, it is a very effective and well set up ship. Both the 1 kilometer wonder by not a human, or not a crow, human, yes, and the Astraea by Drip was taken or have won all the battles they have participated in so far. So this will be highly interesting to see how this battle will turn out. But let's get into the battlefield. One thing I'm like, Drip, why do you not have propellers on both sides? Isn't this like the most missed opportunity ever? You could double the effectiveness of those azipods. Anyways, I just wanted to say that. Maybe someone familiar with the game or game development in general can tell me why it takes so long time to load in the 1 kilometer wonder. It doesn't have that many blocks, but I'm guessing perhaps it's because you can see all the surfaces of the block, and it's just large, like it's like long and wide and stuff, kinda. It's literally 1 kilometer. That's why it's named that, if you didn't realize that. Anyways, it takes ages to, like actually sometimes 10 minutes. It's insane. Well, here we are. The Death Network will meet the Astraea. 1 kilometer wonder by real actual human. Let's check this beast. Let's see what the real actual humans 1 kilometer wonder packs. As you probably know, it's a 2.2 million ship because they kind of all are. It has firepower of 2,500, which is slightly more than the Astraea, but it has the firepower very spread out. It basically only uses missiles. Yeah. And it's a big network like this. And did you... Oh yeah, the actual size of this thing? Well, it's long. It's more wide and long, but 1.2 kilometers. Anyways, the Astraea we already took a little look at, so we will be running the first round. I wonder where these trams will actually hit. Oh, they will just go straight through. Oh, are they area detonated? Man, look at all this firepower. So much explosiveness. Oh, bam. Oh, bam. Astraea is down to 89% from the first round. 1 kilometer wonder is at 98%, I mean. Man, this laser really melts through, but will it do that fast enough? We have the underwater network holding shit together, so it's really hard to cut this apart. Oh man. 97%. We are lagging. That's probably the second round of missiles incoming, right? 81%. Finally, we are facing the strong side, which is quite useful. I wonder if these are decoys in here or something? No? I just noticed one of them went up completely. Oh, we have another launch. Oh, and these beautiful crams, they're so strong. But the fragmentation is just so spread out, it doesn't do that much damage. Look at those missiles eating through here. If it hadn't been a one-sider with so much armor on the side, it would already be dead. Mate. %. I don't know if I'm imagining things, but I think that the Astraea is doing pretty well so far. Having these laser detonated things too. Wow. It gotta do some decent damage. Oh, now we have the next swarm incoming. Look at that, 72%. 69. We have entered the funny number, ladies and gentlemen. This is... Ooh, it won't survive so many more hits of this. You can see it's fully functional, but man, it has taken damage. 69%. And the 1 kilometer wonder is at 88%. Bam. Ooh, we have the optimal angle for the laser here. We could like target so much of the firepower from this angle. But alas, it won't have time to. 66%. Look at that. See. Astraea, she's pretty well functional still, despite being 63%. This is beautiful building tactics. Sporting the colors of the army of GMODISM today, are we? Yes, we are. Very beautiful. I highly resonate with the Astraea's build style. It's similar to how I'm thinking, but well, the 1 kilometer wonder, it's really thinking outside the box. It's literally a box It's literally the outside of a box. And this thing is dealing damage. Oh my, it's dealing damage. 83% down. Next barrage of missiles coming in. 59. 58. Are we gonna go down to despawning territory this round? 56. We are not despawning yet. It still has some fighting spirit left, but of course cutting the 1 kilometer wonder in pieces is impossible. I think you would have to bring a medium missile barrage and medium torpedo barrage to all be radar or sonar guided to be able to have a chance of taking this out. It's so hard to deal damage against so many different points, or possibly a sandblaster changing targets always. First round is definitely going to the 1 kilometer wonder. She's fought well, and I'm sure the real actual human will be very, very pleased to see this. Well, Drip was taken. Very well fought, but we'll see if we get similar results the next round. I'll just have to load them in for some 10 minutes first. Alright, we have loaded in round 2, and we'll see if we got any different results this time, or if we get the same. Oh my. The missiles are coming in here. Being pretty scary, I must say. Civil system is desperately trying to... But there are so many. There are so many. Ugh. Yeah. Ooh. What a barrage. Ugh. Oh. So that's some scary stuff. The 1 kilometer wonder. It's hard to know where to aim at this thing. Laser is probably doing most of it. Look at that. It would possibly need to zap and switch. Look at that. It's like it burns for a bit and then it moves on. That's like the optimal type of setup. If it didn't have this underwater network connecting stuff, it would be like probably a bit dissected. Look at that. Well, that missile is a memory, but we have many more missiles. What a network. 96% it's down to. I think it managed to go down to, was it 80% last time? But man, it's so scary, and it has, look at all this armor. It's been eaten up. Poor thing. Oh, it's using its lambs against the missiles. Oh, bam. If it didn't have lambs, it would have 100% better chance. Oh no, look at that. 76%. We are being hit bad this time. Ladies and gents, the Astraea will probably not fight on very much. Ooh. What nasty damage. Oh, it's so hard to actually target something useful on this. Wow. Nothing has been able to beat the 1 kilometer wonder so far. I'm wondering if anything will be able to beat the one. Maybe it's the winner. Maybe we're looking at the tournament winner in front of us. I don't know. I have no idea. It has met a couple of foes I actually thought would take out the 1 kilometer wonder, but oh no. Oh no. It's resilient. It's very resilient. It doesn't bother to be killed. 89%. The Astraea is down to 67. What the network? This is just the death network of radar missiles. And here we go again. It's almost like some of them crash into itself, is it not? No. No, not really. Being launched upwards like this, a pretty smart way to launching them. Well, Astraea is still alive, but the 1 kilometer wonder is a lot more alive. It's so... I think you have to have like a lot of medium missiles and torpedoes to take on this. I don't know. Maybe I should make something... Just try and design something that reliably can beat the 1 kilometer wonder. It's hard to evade. Like, maybe a lot of radar decoys it would need to have. 59%, 1 kilometer wonder is at 85. Got a few more missiles coming in. Oh, is this gonna be it? No, that was not it. Still some percentage away from despawning. Cramps are coming in, but man. Shooting cramps is this thing. Like, they almost do no significant damage. And missiles are maneuverable enough that you can't really flank them. It's down to 83% this time, so almost 80%. But here comes the coup de grace. Look at this. 54%. Astraea is down. Well, congratulations to the real actual human. The 1 kilometer wonder will continue into the winner's bracket, but the Astraea from Grip was taken will be delegated to the loser's bracket. Very high up in the loser's bracket, I must say, of course, but still, the loser's bracket. It has lost its first battle. You see. Well, it's not more than fair to see if 2 Astraeas can defeat the 1 kilometer wonder. We don't know if it will, but I'll sit here and load in this battle. And I'll be back in a second for you. Well, big congratulations again to Real Actual Human. We will be seeing more of the Real Actual Human in the winner's bracket, and Astraea will be in the loser's bracket, but it's a really strong ship, so I think it will do pretty far there. Now it's going to be pretty interesting to see if 2 of these bad boys will be able to have a chance against the 1 kilometer wonder. Of course, their combined seaweeds has absolutely no chance taking out the incoming missiles because there are so darn many missiles incoming. It's not even funny. It's just insane. But anyways, having 2 of them will of course make one of them survive for a lot longer, which supposedly should make it... Like, didn't it get hit? Have the blocks being... Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought... Yeah, okay. They load in. Or unload, rather. What the hell? I'm sure the lasers were blue last time. I'm very sure the lasers were blue last time. Grip was taken? Does your lasers... What? I saw a blue one there. What the hell? Does your lasers change colors each time you spawn into ships? I don't know. 1 Kilometer Wonder is surprisingly behind in health. We are so much in degraded mode too. 87%. Look at that. Team Astraea is at 91%. I have absolutely no idea who's gonna win this. This Seawiz cannon must be pretty effective against this wood. Oh. No, now the next barrage is coming. It's coming. Well, I just want to say big thank you all to those of you who are supporting the channel every month. Chancellor Super Dave in the government of GMODISM. Our commissioned officers, big thank you all to the cadets. And most notably, big thank you all to Commodore, the all-around gamer, Commanders Ali, Ben Vilke, Cameron Dixon, Sven van der Velde, Lieutenants Anto, Kravi, Daniel Saikin, Owen, Power by Greed, Vincent Veritas, Volkite, Scooby Rocks, and to everyone in the ecclesiarchy of GMODISM, which is the YouTube members. And you could see this video with early access, which is the perk. If you want to be part of the army of GMODISM, you can just join the army of GMODISM for free in the Discord by self-assigning the roles. It's only the commissioned officer tiers that do cost money. But if you do have some spare change, don't ever considering supporting the channel if you cannot comfortably do so. But I at least made it so that you, if you want to support the channel, the lowest tier of the ecclesiarchy and the cadet tier is like $1 a month basically. So that it's more accessible, and those tiers will include most of the rewards. But the higher tiers, of course, include more rewards, like, for example, me building something for you in the commissioned officers. The names I have read up for you in the commissioned officers are on a list for me to build something for if they have not already received something I built for them, if you are unfamiliar with the reward system. Astraeas have decided to hug, I guess. What the hell? Why? Why? Why are you doing like this? You were winning. The 1 Kilometer Wonder is at 69%. They have entered... The cluster has entered the funny number. I'm actually surprised to see the 1 Kilometer Wonder like generally take any damage. I'm a bit curious. How did it get this damaged? Has a part been cut off or something? I don't know, man. It looks pretty intact. I guess it just picked off too many missile pods. Huh. Looks like if we have 2 Astraeas, they will win. I was actually highly doubting that that would happen, especially when the Astraeas decided to hug instead of fight. That was worrying. I'm kind of surprised it didn't lower the FPS more than it did, I must say. 65%. The 1 Kilometer Wonder is actually not too far away from despawning. Why haven't I seen them fire missiles, I was about to say. Speaking of the devil, I guess. Here I see some missiles firing. They seem to be a bit confused. The lambs are too busy. The Astraea's laser would have been online all times. Perhaps it would have a better chance at winning. I don't know. It's like the crams do this massive cool explosion, and the only thing that happens is that a few wood blocks get blown off. We are having severe lag. Do we have Do we have a portion falling off here? Well, at least the Astraea has defended its honor. The honor is restored. At least the 1 kilometer wonder won't be able to take out 2 Astraeas at once. As if anyone more than me cares about that, but that's the weird system I have in place, but whatever. Thank you all for watching. If you would like to subscribe to the video, you are one of the few 10% of my viewers that actually do, so big thank you to you. Check out my other channels, especially the GMODISM channel. In the corner there, you find more from the depth content over there. Other than that, I'll see you next time. This is your host Eric of GMODISM, hoping that you have liked the video. Signing out.